we've both had the pleasure of watching both of these teams already, and we know that this woman is a dangerous player. Fionn Wheatley trying to step through, asking questions of offside defenders. Early scoring opportunities not quite taken on this occasion for England, but we know they've got bags of firepower, and they'll be trying to attack in all areas of the pitch.
Oh, Dean there, unlucky, just asking questions of his opposite number, trying to get in. But yeah, I'm still shocked from the last England game, to be honest.
Yeah, that was an absolutely magical game that we had the pleasure of seeing. I mean, I was sat down the bottom end with the England supporters, just having a look at the support, watching the game. It was absolutely magical. What a brilliant performance. A real nice example of just how good the standard's been all over the shop today. As fifth touch, Ireland having a go down the short side, trying to take Fionn Wheatley out wide, but would back her in a foot race against anyone in this age group.
No, she'd certainly be faster than me. And speaking of fast people, Cole Dean with a lovely drive.
That is one big compliment for Cole Dean that he certainly warrants. He's a similar kind of player, isn't he? That's a nice drive from Tommy Batchelor. Just has to come back to the mark for a moment, working alongside Jasper Hesselwood. There is Batchelor. Rollo. It's a nice wraparound play, sweeper set up. Dummies from Hesselwood, just crowded out by a very talented Irish defence. Still touches available for them. Zara Thompson getting involved with the setup. Toby Rollo dummying, trying to escape through a bit of a blind channel. 6 and change. Good defence from Ireland.
Yeah, a nice defensive set there from Ireland. Having the privilege of watching this England team already, I just think they're a little bit nervous to start the game. It's obviously a big game, but we see them perform at a really high level already today. Yeah,
they've set some frightening standards for themselves. Toby Rollo, one of those players, exciting player coming out of the northeast, representing Percy Park Pirates down in Coventry today. If you're a long-time watcher of touch or you followed the sport, you'll know just how important it is that we're getting junior players coming out of the northeast representing their region. In the English top, as we see Ireland look to carve an inroad round the outside.
Ooh, and a big shot there from 13.
There's Toby Rollo.
Just stopping him in his tracks. And Ireland just asking a question of the referee, is this touch?
Yeah, Lachlan McKnight was asking the question, saying it was a bit of a nudge. Refs were relatively happy. Link punish opportunities here for Ireland, driving hard the line, brilliant touch. However, wave through, offside call, opening score. It's the big man wearing number 6. Kobe Hudson gets the opener here for Ireland.
And they obviously love that. Their fans just with us on the right-hand side. And England have the answer here. They got to wake up pretty soon, because this Irish team is threatening, as we know, and they can score at will.
Yeah, they're a super talented side. Again, it's a really good example of just how safe the future of our sport is. In extremely safe hands. Speaking of, here comes England, having a go on their line attack, driving hard the line, not quite taken. In fact, it's intercepted by Ireland. Touch 0, fast turnover. It's unfortunate the ball from Barden didn't quite reach its destination, and Ireland can get out of dodge safely.
No, England choosing to go through the 32 short set up there, and I think the wrapper just ran into that link channel, so it just cut out a bit of space and let that Irish interceptor just have an easy pick off.
Yeah, it was relatively straightforward work, although it has to be in the right space to do it. There's a nice scoop and dish out over onto the far side. It's well marshalled by England, although that'll be given a 6 more off the hands of Barden.
Ireland will be excited to have another shot at the line, as England just didn't manage to get through. And it's a good Irish pod on as well.
Yeah, this is a very talented Irish pod. There's a lot of talent seeping through this entire team. McLaughlin wearing 12. Dangerous player, operating in this near link channel. Working alongside McConnell. McConnell platforming, long ball out towards McLaughlin. McLaughlin trying to go hard at the line, extra pass and ground. It's waved on, it's a superb finish by Guy Hullen. An expert finish in this near side.
And the crowd are very happy with that one. You might even hear them through my microphone. What a lovely, lovely set of hands down the left-hand side. And
it's superb stuff. Ireland with 2 fast scores. 5 minutes into this game, catching England unawares. A little bit of problem solving to do over in that English sub-box, although they've certainly got the right personnel to make these small adjustments here and there. Ollie McDade wearing 4. operating with Cole Dean. Dean quickying. Fionn Wheatley driving. Wheatley ripping and scoring. Fionn Wheatley with a perfect decision, feeding Jasper Hesselwood, lingering in a dangerous area. Then how good is it that you've got Fionn Wheatley and this? To be perfectly honest with everyone watching, the sky is the limit for Fionn Wheatley, whether she's playing league, touch, or whatever sport she chooses to pursue. She can do a little bit of everything. Ball playing, decision making. She's a, well, I mean, she's a touch player's dream at the moment. Strike player, dive, right foot step. She's the whole package.
No, there's a reason Fionn was striking on that sweep. Not on all teams do you have that sweeper option, but Fionn just lets you have ball playing threats on either side of the plaque, which is exactly what you want. Yeah,
I mean, just superb link opportunities there. As Ireland driving towards the line, lovely footwork, just coming back out towards the 7-metre line was Sisodia. And getting the not advancing penalty, Sisodia with a brilliant play for his team. In the pod of McDade, Hesselwood, Wheatley trapped in defence after scoring. Really good disrupting touch from Cole Dean, although Sisodia accelerating around the outside, ball down. And that'll be good turnover there from England. What about the touch from Cole Dean there? That's a perfect disrupting touch.
No, especially when you're on the line as well. You either want a disrupting touch or a flick touch. And Cole, I just think, made the best option there because it really just, as you said, disrupted the Irish attack and let the English defence get set early.
And taking the 7 away from Ireland as well, you know, pushing them back beyond the 7 is really good stuff. It's mature play from someone so young in Cole Dean. No. And that should be penalty for involved in the ruck. Sisodia is appealing for a push, but he had fallen over on top of the ball first.
All players would appeal that decision, to be fair, but you know, it's in the nature.
If you don't ask, you don't get, right?
Exactly. You only know from asking.
Tommy Batchelor. Rolo. This is a dangerous pod again. Really good roll ball skills there as well, although the referee's given that as I think the hand signal was loss of control.
I think it was loss of control, and that's unfortunate as the players seem to disagree, but as a referee, you know, everyone else just has to agree with the decision, so it's a good call from the ref, and Arnold will be looking to capitalise on a lack of England attack at that point.
Yes, Sisodia is a very impressive player, lovely footwork, just caught going beyond the mark, had to come back to do Al Sisodia. And now fifth touch coming. Ireland have got to get a decent strike, not even out of their own half yet. Now they are. Nice pick up there. And lovely shape on the pass out into that far side. Ireland trying to keep the ball alive, nothing doing. And then there's a speculative claim for a 6 more from Charlie McConnell. But yeah, you can't play the ball with your knee. So turnover ball.
No, the Portuguese boys trying to play football earlier, but they were rather good at it. But England hoping to play just touch rugby, I think.
Speaking on that as well, actually, this is more of a bit of an inside chat. I was walking past the Portuguese under-15s team when the Portuguese under-18s were just operating on pitch 1. They were buzzing. They were absolutely buzzing after their victory against China. As Charlie McConnell had his hand in the cookie jar for a moment, came up with nothing. Fresh head of 6 here for England.
Well, the Portuguese boys 18s just drew the Irish boys 18s. And they were absolute nail-biter, 6-all.
Amazing. Amazing Portuguese touch growing from strength to strength. How good is that? Lovely line attack opportunity here for England, though. Adiman going long, connecting. Well, Alyssa Close was well marshalled from the Irish wing. There's 4th touch, 5th coming. One more striking opportunity available for England. Hesselwood feeding over. There's a nice set-up platform here for Frankie Wheeler.
Maybe. Oh. Referee asking the question if it was a touch, and unlucky there, but great Irish defence to keep the English out yet again and keep them only to 1 try in the 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's really tight defence from Ireland. Their defensive spacing is really commendable. And I think as well for England now, they're able to put a bit of a nudge on in this Irish transition. This is forthcoming now, although that's a good bit of pace on display. McKnight having a run all the way around the outside. McKnight might not need anyone else. Hesselwood was trying to disrupt the play, but McKnight says good night.
Oh, this is why he's a pro, ladies and gentlemen. But what a arcing run from the young man McKnight. I was honestly about to commentators curse it and say, England have had really good shape, but they just lacked that link coming up into the channel. Without that link structure coming up, it just allows McKnight to arc all the way around.
Sometimes, again, we've said it a fair few times today, speed burns, speed kills. If you've got speed, you can't coach it. You've got it or you haven't. Speaking of speed, is Fionn Wheatley trying to get on the sweeper setup, now positioning in the middle platform. I'd love to see Fionn Wheatley on a doggy sweeper now, actually. Although, Link punish it. Lovely play for Cole Dean. Dean stepping.
Oh,
Dean scoring. My word.
Stop it, Dean. And that's exactly what England needed. Getting the game back into one. And what a piece of individual brilliance from the young man.
It is exactly what England needed. Lachlan McKnight with the superb score for Ireland. Returned fire from England from Cole Dean. A bit of a heads-up match-up between the two of them over the past minute or so.
And a bit of a confidence boost from Dean saying, yeah, my pod's going to sub it out.
I think it's really good as well. And it's not just in this mixed 15s. We've seen it across all the England divisions. You score, you defend it. You have to defend it. There's great expectations set from the coaching staff. Long ball rip, open side opportunities, but there's one person you really don't want to try and run around the outside of. It's Fionn Wheatley. And I think Charlie Dunn figured that one out quite quickly. There's a nice opportunity here for McConnell coming over towards this short side. Diving touch made. Brilliant try-saver of a touch from number 4, Ollie McDade.
I think a slight miscommunication there as well. Ireland thought it was their final touch just then. So shouts of kill it were heard, but England now have the roll ball again on their 7.
Yeah, and Cole Dean's pod does defend it out. And look to get out of their red zone. Barden with a good roll ball. Fionn Wheatley shows the dummy, and McConnell, but it all ends up. Fionn Wheatley is purring with confidence, although that final touch just leaving a fair bit to be desired. Turnover here for Ireland, and Charlie McConnell will be looking to get another score on the board for his team.
Yeah, England, and they're staying on the pitch as well. The confidence of the pod just to stay there. I mean, that just shows it's oozing with aura, you could say, because they've played a few sets already.
McConnell splits a platform here, left foot step, trying to come back on the inside. Charlie McConnell using a bit of footwork quite close to the defensive line of England. They're staying nice and tight. Tommy Batchelor and co. It's a dangerous moment here for England. Scooping platform here, driving into the in-goal area, connecting almost. Tyler Cloper was so close to... I mean, you know, on another day, Tyler just drives straight through that gap and positions himself in the goal area looking for connections. As Tommy Batchelor flies through the roll ball. Meters on offer for Tommy, and he says, thank you very much. I think Charlie McConnell is just going to give away a penalty here just for the wrapping of the arms. and a little shake of the hands as well, yeah. It's a good group of boys, isn't it? It's all, you know, this game is played at a really good pace. There's a good level of physicality to it. And I think Charlie McConnell just says, yeah, actually, I probably shouldn't have tried to wrap you up there.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, this isn't the sport for a man and ball tackle, Charlie.
I'm sure he's probably pretty good at that one as well.
No doubt. I've absolutely no doubt. Henry Addyman in an acting half. Addyman ripping into the link channel for Barden. Barden inside pass. One more wanted to go to Addyman. Lots of space available there, not quite taken.
And this Irish pod have done very well to do that out, as I'm sure they'll be pretty exhausted after the few sets they've played. But it's a slow sub-off at the moment for Ireland. Not something they would have wanted. But they can score from anywhere, so I'll eat my words pretty soon, I'm sure.
I was going to say, this is where McKnight just went full length of the pitch. Speaking of, here he is again, Lachlan McKnight off to the races once more. England should be wise to the threat now, but can they stop it? Eventually they do. 2 diving touches, but McKnight, well, he's got frightening speed.
No, England only just sending the one player there, allowing an easy check around the outside. They have a really good structure for the first 3 touches, but it's on that when the Irish team's coming on for the 4th. They seem to be not answering Ireland are answering England questions.
Well done. We got there eventually. It's been a long long day yesterday, and it's been a very hot morning so far today. You'll forgive a bit of a stutter there. Definitely not going to get clipped up later on, but that's a different story. McDade.
It would be edited out, I'm sure.
Nice roll ball, 4th touch, 5th coming. McDade looking for scooping opportunities. Oh, really good platform there from Dean, although he's unceremoniously shoved by McKnight.
They'll be looking to just kill it in the corner, I think, England. Yeah, just get good field position.
Yeah, force Ireland into a difficult area, make them go all the way. The referee's got 2 hands in the air, just asking to
chill out a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I imagine that is what the conversation is it's just take the edge off it, take the sting out of it. About 5% off, boys.
Yeah, referees can try, but in these games, passions are always going to run high. So,
of course,
I still see the level being, you know, tippy top.
Oh, it's the level has been so impressive. Honestly, I felt like a stuck record. I've just been blown away. There's Clodagh McLaughlin. There's Clodagh McLaughlin with brilliant hands. Oh, almost the inside pass to Sisadia. There's a full Gary Neville moment from both of us here.
It was so close, and it was really lovely hands and skill shown, but just that last pass, as always, just didn't go.
There's Batchelor, dummying, straightening, almost beating one. Great diving touch from the Irish middle, number 9, Aidan Hopkins. Batchelor trying to skate through Sisadia, not happening. Tommy Batchelor bringing up the 4th touch, just asking for some support. Crystal Ravenscroft in the midfield. From a referee's perspective, just marshalling things well. Tommy Batchelor picking up against the grain, looking to rip long, escapes into the in-goal area, needs to find support.
Oh, he did everything but the very end. Batchelor with an arcing, lovely run through, but just couldn't capitalise.
Olivia Upton, maybe in a couple of years will have been tall enough to reel that one in, but it was a highly unsympathetic pass from Tommy Batchelor. He sets himself some very high standards. I know Tommy very well, and he'll be disappointed that he didn't quite execute that pass. But the other thing I know about Tommy is he'll be looking to put the defensive nudge on to try and force a turnover.
No, and he's up in the face, taking 4th touch on the Irish 10. They'll be happy with that. And no McKnight to run around this time. That's England.
There's 5th touch now, nothing else remaining. Ball over to the wing. There is a fair bit of space there. Check back on the inside. Ireland playing a little bit of jouet. And again, comes over towards that far wing channel. His appeals for something, but
I'm not quite sure what that was. I think Ireland were claiming it was touched in flight, looking for 6 or more, or maybe there was a push after the touch. I guess the referee will tell us in a second.
Yeah,
I think that was the case. I think that was a late hard touch there. So Ireland have the penalty and
a 4 sub.
4 sub to
Toby Rollo has been 4 sub. So right, so I assume, okay, fine, cool, lovely. Yeah, very good. Probably the right decision. It's got a bit of vindication, probably. It's a tricky moment there. The physicality level is rising to a level that is a bit tricky, and then there's a turnover there for a hard touch. But I would just like a few more hand signals to know what's happening there. Obviously, the 4 sub was given, but there was.
Did you get the second 4 sub?
Yes, did get the second 4 sub.
It was a palm. It was a handoff. Sorry, I just did the one thing commentators showed and showed something with my hands.
Describe it, kid. Describe it. Back to the action. We are already 18 minutes gone in this first half. 5 scores, but it's a tantalising affair. As we've said already, this is an important day in the shaping of the overall competition. Both teams will be looking to get as many points on the board. Also, try difference is going to make a great deal of difference. There's a lovely stutter step. Ollie McDade scrambling. McDade making a touch, although taking a tumble.
This happened to number 4, Ollie McDade, in the last game as well. Had to go for the hip injury, so I'm just worried for the young man to not push himself too much today.
Yeah, and hopefully there's nothing wrong with him, and he's okay, and it might just be a dead leg or something. That we've both been there. They absolutely suck, but Ollie McDade will be out here representing his country again. He's back in the sub box, talking away, stretching his hip out. All good from McDade. Lovely defence as well from England. That's a big touch. That's as easy as a hard touch I think you'll possibly see. It's leading with the shoulder. That probably should be another 4 sub considering the standards that have been set so far, but he can consider himself a lucky boy, can Charlie Mose, and I imagine his next touch will be as light as anything. It's Fionn Wheatley just sending Irish defenders to there's 2 in 2 now for Fionn Wheatley. She'll be going for the hat-trick of dummies, and if she does, you'll be getting some celebrations up here from me. Fionn Wheatley checking open side, Barden positioning in this link channel, Barden wrapping, Fionn cutting hard, Barden driving.
And a lovely touch from the Irish number 3 just to catch him out, but England was in if not for that.
Yeah, McKnight making a really good touch on Henry Addyman. There's Barden. They're going to feed over towards Addyman. That's 6 and change.
what a game McKnight is having. And Ireland go into the second half 1-up on England.
It is a tantalising affair. At half-time, Ireland 3, England 2. It's a half that's had a little bit of everything. A small bit of problem solving to do from an English perspective, but for Ireland, you just continue in the same vein.
I'd just love to be in the referee huddle at half-time listening to what they have to say, to be honest.
Yeah, I might hop down and figure out myself. At the half, Ireland 3, England 2.
Reiterate some of the house rules, mainly about smoking, obviously no open flame. If you are smoking or do you need to smoke, please remove yourself from sight. The smoking area is on all vaping, we've just been informed. We apologise for smoking and all vaping. We ask you to remove yourself from the site. There's a car park on the far side, in the entrance on the far side of the road there. Please use that facility. If we do see you smoking, we will have to escalate it. We've also
So welcome back Second half underway, Ireland 3, England 2. And it's a very interesting game, isn't it, Kit? It was a little bit stop-start in the first half. Temperaments, well, just tempering physicality levels a little bit, making sure that these touches are nice and fair. We were chewing the fat a little bit at the break and saying this game probably favours Ireland at the moment as they look to get over for their first one in the second half. Toby Rolo with a great score, with a great touch even, denying an Irish score, and they see off the first attacking threat.
No, great. I think great effort from both teams there. I think number 9 from Ireland was slightly unlucky not to get the score, to be honest, if I was favouring it, but good call from the referee. And yeah, we were just chewing the fat saying, as a purist, we just want the game to flow. But the referees have a tough game to manage. I mean, tension's high either side, and you know, a big game nonetheless for the category. They're doing their best, but
absolutely they are. Absolutely they are as England roll through their subset. So now England rolling through into their strike dump. Dangerous opportunities.
Oh, just behind her. You unlucky for the two. They've done so well. Alyssa Clowes was asking for it, and it's a forward pass regardless. So Ireland will have the tap and got lucky there with the England mistake.
Yeah, it did look a little bit forward. Frankie Wheeler accelerated so much. I think Clowes just thought that she needed to be a little bit further forward than she needed to. But again, such a talented squad will make these reads, and Clowes with a really good touch, trying to get an off-the-mark penalty, nothing doing. Referees were happy with the quality of that roll ball from Sisodia. As Mose with a big touch. England with a fair bit of work to do defensively now. Fifth touch. Mose driving, left-hand rip into the corner, not quite taken. It was asking a lot of this near side wing, Florence Ferguson.
I think Mose was just trying to show off his big guns on that pass. That was a lovely ball left to right. But
yeah, that was a gunning pass. A really good initial drive. And there's a moment of stop-start in the midfield as some Irish defenders were trying to have a bit of a chat to the referee. But England now with second touch on the Irish 10. This is dangerous positions to be in. There's Dean straightening. Mose with a Tower of Power dive to try and make the touch on Dean and bring that one to a close. The Irish defence has rolled with very little pressure coming against them. Fionn Wheatley sweeping, lovely pick-up from McDade, getting into the goal area, connecting with Wheatley. I think that's try time, and Fionn Wheatley will bounce straight up. Not scared of a little contact is Fionn Wheatley, not when she's getting the ball down. At the moment, she's the standout player for England.
She has been absolutely incredible, and she had me in my heart with that contact with the big Irish mid. But no, that was a lovely try and absolutely fearless from the, may I say it, the slightly small English player.
Yeah, honestly, but that centre of gravity is so low, that's why the footwork's so dangerous. And she's done two people with dummies, she's got a score, her off-the-ball work is superb defensively. She's unparalleled. I was talking to Bobby Taylor, and Bobby Taylor was like, yeah, you got to watch out for this girl. She is absolutely phenomenal. And we're going to know that they've got a gem in Fionn Wheatley. Speaking of gems, Ireland will be looking to get over for another dime of a score, and they'll do exactly that. How good is that trail line run from Tyler Klopper, connecting with Charlie McConnell. Ireland take the lead once more.
Seeing the inconsistency in the English defence as well, and just being able to identify the space when that when that mid had just come up. It was, well, play beyond their years that I'm coming to expect of this young Irish team.
Absolutely. This Irish youth categories are certainly in safe hand. This mixed 15s looks dangerous. The mixed 20s are dangerous. The boys 18s, they're also quite dangerous. And it's an exciting time to be part of this Irish youth setup.
Oh, wow.
Lovely dummy from Addyman. Addyman wanted that ball back. Instead, they come open side. I'm just asking questions of the referees for a moment. With Frankie Wheeler, just don't ask, you don't get. Link punish opportunity here. Fire up, rip potentially, not taken. Now they come back over towards the open side. Jockeying that Irish link. Big touch coming in from Sisodia, losing his footing in the roll ball. That's 6 and change. Really good defensive set from Ireland.
No, some lovely defence there, and again, a little bit of miscommunication for England. I think they had one more to play with, but they need a big defensive stop to just force Ireland in their own half.
Really good touch from Georgia Oates, setting brilliant expectations at link, trying to get up and make touches, and the line speed from England is dangerous. However, he's off to the races again. McKnight stepping out of the field of play. Might be turnover, but I think that Alyssa Close made the touch just before he'd stepped out. McKnight is one of these players just to keep an eye out for, as the sideline refs just having a little chat with the Irish sub-box as well. Things slow down for a moment. There's Mose. Hitch kick step, stutter step, coming back over towards the short side, loses his footing, and I think unfortunately he's feeling that hamstring and he's down in some proper discomfort.
I hope it's just a cramp for the young man, but it seems to be his knee and a previous injury. Fingers crossed he's all okay, but it looks like cramp.
Yeah, I think it is cramp. Really well spotted actually from Crystal Ravenscroft, the on-field ref, as soon as Mose started to hobble, whistle was blown. England didn't want to go and make that touch in case there was a big injury to Mose. It's nice sportsmanship between the two. This game's played in the right way and he's met to applause. And that was 5th touch there. It's good to see Charlie Mose up and fit and not summing off. I think you're right in your assessment there, Kit. It's probably just a bit of cramp kicking in.
That knee tape scared me, but it, looks like cramp, tastes like cramp, probably is cramp.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've both been there, right? You get cramp. It feels like someone's just jabbed you in the back of the leg, and you don't really know what's going on. Is England with Addyman and co to get out of dodge? Brilliant first touch transition. There is Henry Addyman, driving hard, connecting with the wing. Upton.
England just stopping their momentum at the 10, getting their composure as their subs are still coming on.
McDade. There's Fionn Wheatley. I wonder what Wheatley's got in a box of tricks. Well, Wheatley's driving, Wheatley's diving, Wheatley's scoring. Fionn Wheatley,
take a bow,
is unplayable right now. This girl has the world at her feet. The sky is the limit. Fionn Wheatley ripping Ireland to shreds.
It would have been nice for Fionn to share the Ireland playbook with England, but honestly, she is having herself an absolute game and yet again defending out the set, because as we know, it doesn't count unless you can stop them out.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just stunned, to be fair. I mean, I had the pleasure of watching Fionn at the NTS representing Wigan, and then her and her siblings were just absolutely phenomenal. Noah Wheatley, Isaac Wheatley, but Fionn's probably the pick of the bunch. Superb player, representing her country, leading from the front at so young. Absolutely ridiculous. Open side quickie here for McConnell. McConnell driving. Tommy Batchelor with a good touch.
No, that's a great touch from Tommy Batchelor, because he was through if not.
There's McConnell. 5th touch. Last chance saloon here for Ireland in this attacking set. Fionn Wheatley crabbing across, making a really good touch on the number 11, Robin Somerville. That's a good defensive touch coming from McConnell. Wheatley coming in acting half, looking to connect with Tommy Batchelor. Batchelor gets into his 3rd and 4th gear. Takes 3rd touch just shy of the halfway. It's a really good drive.
Nice latch. Good setup for the 5th coming. Getting the Irish team rolling back, and that's just unfortunate error there. And this has been the difference between the two teams at the moment. Just the midfield errors, and Ireland have another chance, and a good chance to strike at the English line.
Honestly, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. It's just the quality of the midfield roll ball that's leaving a little bit to be desired from an English perspective. I think Ireland have got it somewhat better as of right now, although that could have been a loss of control, not given.
Bit of dark arts there with a touch on the hand, but no, Ireland still have the ball, but I don't think they've got much chance with that being the 5th touch, unless there's a bit of Irish magic here.
Yeah, Sisodia, he'll be looking to create something for his team, although that one just goes to floor. I'll tell you what I've been really impressed with as well. The recycling from the Irish wings, whenever the ball finds their way into their channel, they're looking to sort of engage their opposite number and then check back on the inside, and it's allowing Ireland to just have so many more attacking platforms because of it.
Yeah, I completely agree, and then my only pet peeve on that is when it's on 5th touch, because sometimes you check back and you check back again, and you can give up 5-10 meters of territory when instead of just killing on the wing and letting your team drop. But that's a pet peeve of mine. I've missed the play there, sadly, Joe, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
I am waiting for a hand signal.
And it's an Irish penalty for some reason, and we carry on.
Yep, we've got to back the referees on field. Irish penalty turnover. And Ireland look to get off the pitch. Ollie McDade has to come back. It's being called offside. That touch was made in the face of the English wing. Referees were happy that it was completely accidental. I mean, it certainly was. However, forward pass given, so potentially a little bit of evening of the scales. This game is locked at 4 tries apiece. I'll tell you what, I'm slightly heartbroken that this isn't a knockout game, because this feels like it's destined for a drop-off.
Honestly, with the standard of these two teams at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a knockout game tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, let's run this back. This has been a phenomenal game to watch. There's nice work there from McDade to get off the field effectively. There's Rollo working with Batchelor. Tommy Batchelor, open side quickie. In fact, coming to the short side, left foot step, late release to Rollo. Rollo trying to escape the oncoming pressure, but it's brilliant work from Robin Somerville. However, penalty, offside. Good clear hand signals. Offside penalty. Fresh set of 6 here for Toby Rollo, Tommy Batchelor.
Can Batchelor score? Oh, unlucky, just a little handling error there from Batchelor. He won't be happy with that. As Joe said, he holds himself up to a very high standard there.
He absolutely does, and yeah, if there's anything that I know, about the standards that are set, not only for individuals, but also as the team setups. Tommy will be looking to put the nudge on and try and force potential turnovers there. Rollo up, making good touches. There's a really good roll ball there from McConnell. McConnell getting the ball back. Batchelor with another good touch. Accelerating opportunity. Tommy Batchelor reaches up the ground. That's half court and turnover.
What gear would you say that is for Batchelor? You talked about his gears all day.
Honestly, it's probably only 3rd gear. This guy is absolutely rapid. Whenever I see him line up against me when we're playing for Horsham, I sort of take a really big breath of air, because I know that my lungs are about to start hurting very quickly. This boy is absolutely rapid. Is Wheatley flying onto the field, connecting. There's Fionn Wheatley again. I wonder if she'll send another dummy. Oh, it's almost picked off. I think McConnell so close to coming up with a defensive intervention that would have given his team real good field position as it stands. England with a fresh set of 6, 3 touches remaining now, 4 tries apiece, almost dropped.
Heart in hand for England here.
You had my heart skipping a beat with that gasp. Fionn Wheatley sweeping. Fionn Wheatley receiving. Lovely ball into the link channel.
Great shot from the wing there.
I want to see them go back to that exact setup, get Fionn Wheatley sweeping, and just let her rip long, because she's got unreal hands. Wheatley in an acting half, feeding. Danger time here for Ireland, diving at the line. That should be try time, if not for a world-class diving touch from Charlie McConnell to shut out that English onslaught. My word, that's putting your body on the line for your nation.
Body on the line, and just the passion these two teams are playing as the lovely footwork there. Wow.
That's diabolical.
No, just the absolute heart these teams are playing with. It's just unbelievable.
The skill set on offer as well, whether it's footwork or dummies or just the roll ball quality, is unreal. It's Sisodia trying to bounce around the outside. There's a fair bit of chasing, and between the two of them, the touch was made. Alyssa closed with a really dominant call. 4th touch, 5th coming. Sisodia with one more opportunity. Somerville feeding back in field. Open side quickie here, potentially, and then a fresh set of 6 for Ireland.
Yeah, dropping early is the call. So Ireland gifted a fresh set of 6, and this is a dangerous pod that you do not want striking against you.
Yeah, Sisodia, open side quickie in the middle position, but again, trying to take Fionn Wheatley out wide is a very brave thing to do. She's got the Midas touch at the moment. She can do no wrong.
But that's 2 penalties there, and Ireland will know that. It's dangerous territory here for England in the last 7 minutes of the game.
There's Sisodia positioning over into that link channel. Hopkins wants the ball. Hopkins gets it, feeds over towards the wing. That one's ball down. And there is the 3rd penalty for England. And is sent for the rest of the possession. 3 penalties consecutively, 6 on 5 here for Ireland. Try-scoring opportunities have been at a premium in this second half, but this is a golden one for them. Sisodia getting the ball back on the inside, but Fionn Wheatley with another touch.
Wow, and that's the 4th penalty there. And he has been sent to the bin. So Ireland have a 4-on-6 and
a 4 sub, and Ollie McDade has been told that he's going to come back on from a different area of the pitch. Sisodia diving over, trying to make a touch. Again, Fionn Wheatley denies them. If Ireland are able to score here, they'll be in the driver's seat going into the final 5 minutes. If England can see this out, they'll take a lot of confidence. There's an opportunity here. Ball goes to the wing, and it is finished Ireland get their score. And they capitalise on the sustained pressure. They turn the screw, and they finally get over. 5-4 for Ireland.
No, class play from Ireland there, knowing where the space is out wide. 5-on-6, if they're not giving you any space in the middle, it's going to be on the wings, and just good hands to finish that.
And Cole Dean wanting to go quickly. Ireland retreating almost immediately. Dean with a really good roll ball. Tommy Batchelor driving and accelerating, trying to condition this middle defence. It seems like England have really picked up the gears here. Tommy Batchelor operating in the midfield. Cole Dean, open side, quickie for Cole Dean. Cole Dean back to Batchelor. Batchelor with the ball down.
Wow.
That is a wonderful set-piece play. Quickie setups between Dean and Batchelor. How good is that?
Batchelor kicks the ball back to the middle, says, I am here. This is my game as well. And he's put England level with Ireland for 4 minutes to go.
Honestly, I truly believe that Tommy Batchelor saves his best touch for when his back's up against the wall and it's clutch moments. He's one of these players that can just come up with something, and that partnership between him and Cole Dean is a very exciting one, to say the least.
And here's Cole Dean just defending out his set, because it does not count unless you score it.
Absolutely. This is a real clutch moment here for Ireland, potentially. They need to get over the scoreline. England have their tails up. Fifth touch. Charlie McConnell with a left foot step, stopping on a dime and accelerating. Diving touch from Cole Dean. That's been a great individual battle, hasn't it, between McConnell and Dean. Two boys playing at the peak of their abilities, going tooth and nail against each other as Phil Wheatley just skips out the first touch.
Ooh. Big strong touch there from the not quite sure what the call is, but England's possession, I'm sure. I think it was a play of the ball in the ruck. Or no, sorry.
I think it's just a brief moment to calm things down, although I will probably not be what England wanted. However, they managed to manufacture some more momentum anyway. Here's Addyman. Had a brilliant game so far as Addyman. Lovely late check over towards Hesselwood. Hesselwood can't quite take that one with him initially, though, and that opportunity goes begging. It really does feel like we're destined for this one to end all square.
I think it might at this point, but you never know with this young Irish team, the talent and the ability they have. That's not what they'd want. They want the win here, and you can feel it with the crowd behind us.
Absolutely. McConnell with the right foot step, trying to escape through Addyman. Addyman making a really good touch, and Hesselwood and co getting up to make more defensive touches. Frankie Wheeler it was on that occasion. Hesselwood out there in that far link. This is dangerous from Sisodia. Sisodia looking for the switches, stepping for the switches. He's accelerating through. And again, Alyssa Close with defensive touches exactly when England need them. She's been absolutely brilliant for England on this near side wing. Unfortunately, though, it seems like Wheeler has just taken a knock to the knee and hobbling off.
I'm hoping it's just a dead leg, as Wheeler has been an unsung hero for England. There's only so many names we can say in a game, but the boy has been incredible.
Yeah, he has been absolutely brilliant. And do you know what I just spotted is the two times where England have had to sub someone off, whether it's been a forced sub or an injury, it's only McDade who's come onto the field, who himself is nursing an injury, and that is all heart from the young lad, isn't it? Tommy Batchelor, flick pass away towards McDade, brilliant hands on offer. Barden trying to step through the initial press, caught. Eventually, that's fifth touch here from Ollie McDade, accelerating through. That player is...
Oh, and he's holding his hip again. I think the young man might need a rest, because this England team honestly has just put their absolute heart on the line. The same for the Irish, but England seems to be suffering more with the injuries.
This game has been played with such passion, such ferocity in their tempo when they're on the pitch. And when these boys and girls get free flowing, this game has been oh so exciting. But we're into the final minute. A score here will almost certainly secure the victory for either one of these teams, whether it be England or Ireland. At this stage is anyone's guess.
No, and I think just a roll ball here for England as they get Cole Dean back on the pitch. We know he's dangerous. He will want the ball.
It had to be, didn't it? It had to be Cole Dean stepping, losing his own footing, and Mose suffered with cramp earlier on in this game with a Superman touch.
But they get the penalty, so England have 6 more on the line, and Dean will want this quickie. Good touch. That is a fantastic touch from the Irish 12.
My word. Is the number 12, Clodagh McLaughlin, with a proper red touch play for Ireland, will give them an opportunity to go full length and potentially get more scores on the board. Cole Dean making the touch on Mose, and then Ireland unfortunately losing control of that. There is 10 seconds remaining in this game. England need to go quickly. They feed over towards Fionn Wheatley. Fionn Wheatley beats one. Open side quickie here for Fionn. Instead they go over to Cole Dean, diving.
Oh my goodness.
And it might be play through. Oh, I thought the referee was going to give a play through opportunity, but that will be full time.
Wow.
And that feels like the right result for both teams. Locked all square, 5 apiece. What a game that was.
Honestly, we have just been blessed with a fantastic game, and I think we might have forgotten, this isn't the Opens category, this is the 15s playing, and the standard we have just seen is unbelievable. What a game we watched, Joe.
Absolutely phenomenal. Full time here. Ireland 5, England 5.
Excellent refereeing as we come to expect. Once again, housekeeping rules, no smoking or vaping on site, no open flame of any sort. If anybody is seen to be doing so, this will be escalated. Please do take on plenty of fluids, plenty of sun cream,